Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the show that tries to, cut through all that noise, that flood of information you get every day.
Yeah, there's so much out there.
Exactly. And we want to help you get straight to what really matters. We all feel it, right? Just drowning in data sometimes, and you wonder if you're actually learning or just getting overwhelmed. And, well, AI, artificial intelligence, that's probably the topic right now that feels like both this huge opportunity and, honestly, maybe a bit of a challenge.
It's definitely a big one.
So today, we're doing a deep dive into something absolutely critical for dealing with all this.
Yeah.
The connection between AI literacy and what's called thoughtful prompt engineering.
That's the core.
We're using insights from a really great article, How to Master AI Literacy via Thoughtful Prompt Engineering, to kind of show you how to really find your footing in this whole new landscape.
Right. And our mission today, for you listening, is pretty simple. We want to pull out the absolute must-know stuff from this article.
The essential.
Yeah, the essentials. We'll dig into why this connection, literacy, and prompting, why it matters for literally every professional. Doesn't matter what field you're in. And importantly, give you some actual practical ways you can start using these skills, like right away.
Okay.
The big idea we want you to leave with is it's powerful but simple. Don't try to compete with AI. Use AI to make yourself indispensable.
Okay, so let's unpack that. The article jumps right in, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With this pretty bold statement. AI can take your job if you let it.
It's dark, but yeah.
But then there's the flip side. The really important part. If you figure out how to make AI work for you, how to really harness it, the article says that's game over.
Game over for the competition, they mean.
Right. It puts you in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
You go from potentially being pushed aside by change to actually leading it, orchestrating things.
Yeah. And to really get this, we need to be clear on how the article talks about AI itself. It defines artificial intelligence as technology that enables computers and digital devices to learn, read, write, talk, see, create, play, analyze, make recommendations, and do other things humans do.
So not just fancy calculators.
Not at all. These are tools built to, mimic and seriously boost human abilities across a huge range of tasks.
Okay, so if that's AI, then AI literacy. It's knowing what it can do.
Exactly. Understanding the capabilities, what's it genuinely good at, where are its strengths, but, and this is just as crucial,
Its limits.
Its limits. Knowing what it can't do or where it falls short. It's like, being a really skilled operator of a very powerful but specific tool. You need to know when to use it and when not to.
Like conducting an orchestra, maybe. You need to know each instrument's part.
That's a good way to put it. And prompt engineering. That slots right in as the practical side of literacy. It's the how-to.
The hands-on part.
Precisely. How you actually talk to these AI models effectively. If literacy is the what, prompt engineering is the how.
Got it.
And the article really drives this home with a stat from McKinsey. It says something like about 75% of the value that generative AI use cases could deliver falls across 4 areas.
Okay, what are they?
Customer operations, marketing and sales, software engineering, and R&D.
Wow, those are huge fundamental parts of almost any business.
Right, so mastering prompt engineering isn't just a neat trick. It's your direct line to unlocking a massive chunk of that value.
That really puts it into perspective. So it's this combination then. AI literacy, knowing the landscape, and prompt engineering, knowing how to navigate it. That's what lets people really thrive now. It's not just about knowing about AI anymore, is it? You need to know how to actually use it. Speak its language. Get it to speak yours.
Yeah.
So can you give us like a really simple, concrete example? What does thoughtful prompt engineering actually look like in practice?
Sure. Okay, think about the difference between just asking an AI, write an email.
Okay, very basic.
Very basic. Versus asking, draft a persuasive email to a potential client. Summarize our key Q3 results, specifically highlighting success in product adoption and cost savings. Suggest a follow-up meeting next Friday, maybe around 2 p.m. Pacific time. Oh, and keep it professional but confident and under 150 words.
Okay, yeah, that's way more specific.
That's thoughtful prompt engineering. You're giving context, you're setting boundaries, you're defining the desired tone and output. That's how you get something genuinely useful, not just, generic filler text.
And what I found really fascinating, kind of unexpected, was how the article connects all this cutting-edge tech back to Aristotle.
Yeah, the Poetics. It's a surprising link, isn't it?
It really is. Explain that.
Well, the idea is that having a really solid foundation in communication, understanding parts of speech, grammar, rhetoric, how language actually works, give you a much broader perspective for using generative AI effectively.
So, like, the old rules of good communication are suddenly super relevant for talking to machines.
In a way, yes, because those principles are all about clarity, structure, logic, and conveying meaning precisely. And that's exactly what you need to do when you're prompting an AI to generate something meaningful.
It's not just about knowing the right keywords, then.
No, it's deeper. It's about the logical flow, the nuance, the actual intent behind the words, the art of communication, basically.
And this connects to something else mentioned, the idea of blending creative and technical skills. It talked about low code and vibe coding.
Right. That's showing how people who aren't necessarily hardcore coders, creatives, creative technologists, can still build amazing things with AI.
How so?
Because if you have a strong vision and can communicate it clearly, you can often guide the AI to build it or use these more intuitive, sometimes visual tools. You're essentially describing the solution, maybe its vibe, rather than writing every line of code.
So it's democratizing creation, making it more accessible.
Hugely. It opens doors for people with great ideas, but maybe not the traditional deep tech background.
Which brings us to this concept you mentioned earlier, which frankly sounds kind of sci-fi, neuroplasticity.
Yeah, it does sound a bit out there, but it's real neuroscience. It's simply the brain's amazing ability to change itself, to rewire its connections based on learning and experience. Our brains aren't fixed.
Okay, so how does that connect to writing prompts for an AI?
This is where it gets really interesting, I think. The article suggests that the act of thoughtful prompt engineering actually mirrors neuroplasticity.
Wow.
Think about it. When you're really digging deep to craft a clear, logical, creative prompt, you're engaging intensely with language, with structure, with reasoning.
Okay.
You're not just training the AI, you are actively exercising and, in a way, retraining your own brain. You're building pathways for clearer thinking, better communication, more adaptability.
Wow. So getting better at talking to AI actually makes you a better thinker.
That's the core idea. It's this feedback loop. You improve the prompts, the AI improves its output, and the process improves your own cognitive skills. It's not just machine training, it's self-development.
I can actually see that. I've noticed, just from trying to write clearer prompts myself, that it forces me to break down problems differently, structure my own thoughts better.
Exactly. And underpinning this whole interaction, this sort of human AI mind meld, is natural language processing, NLP.
Right, NLP.
That's the tech that lets the machines actually understand, interpret, and respond to our messy, nuanced human language. It works with the large language models, the LLMs.
The brains of the AI.
Kind of, yeah. NLP is the translator, the bridge, that makes that whole neuroplasticity mirroring thing even possible. Without good NLP, our prompts would just be noise to the machine.
Okay, this is fascinating, but maybe a bit abstract for some folks. Let's bring it down to earth.
Yeah.
How can you, listening, use these ideas like today or tomorrow to actually improve your daily work?
Right, the practical stuff.
The article talks about this second brain concept. I've heard that term before, maybe for organizing notes or something.
Yeah, it's often used for personal knowledge management, digital tidiness. But here, the article reframes it specifically for your professional life, building a dynamic, powerful knowledge base you can actively collaborate with.
Collaborate with.
Exactly. You know how people sometimes say, I wish there were two of me. I could get so much more done.
Yeah, I've definitely said that.
Well, the article argues that AI, used well through prompt engineering, can kind of be that second you, not a clone, obviously, but a collaborator that massively boosts your ability to process, analyze, synthesize information, and create. It gives you that second brain capacity.
Okay, I like the sound of that. And it mentions a vision for 2025, right? About conversations with robots.
Yeah, moving beyond just typing keywords, the idea is we'll have much more dynamic, back and forth, truly conversational interactions with AI, like working with a very smart, very fast colleague.
So how do we start building this second brain? What are the practical steps from the article? I mentioned 3.
It did. 3 really solid ways to apply prompt engineering based on good knowledge management practices. First, embrace text analytics.
Okay, what does that mean?
It means using AI to sift through all the unstructured text you deal with, emails, reports, customer feedback, meeting notes, research papers, whatever.
There's a lot of that.
A ton. AI can analyze it incredibly fast, find hidden patterns, trends, insights that you'd likely miss or take weeks to find manually. This drives much smarter, faster decision making.
Like finding a key customer complaint trend hidden in thousands of comments.
Exactly. Or spotting an emerging market need in research papers, that kind of thing. It turns data overload into actionable intelligence.
Okay, number one, text analytics. What's second?
Second, develop a robust keyword strategy. And this isn't just for like website SEO.
Right.
It's about being really disciplined and thoughtful about the words and phrases you use, both when you're creating information and when you're querying your AI or knowledge base.
So it helps you find stuff faster.
Yes, both for you and for the AI. It makes retrieval much more precise. You get exactly what you need. And it helps your human colleagues too, improving collaboration. Clear language helps everyone.
Makes sense. Analytics, keywords. What's the third one?
Third, utilize queries and integrity constraints for organized knowledge. This sounds a bit more technical, maybe.
Break it down for us.
Okay. Queries just means asking very specific, targeted questions to pull out precise information from your knowledge base, your second brain. Think laser beam, not floodlight.
Got it.
And integrity constraints. Those are like quality control rules you build in. They ensure the information in your system is accurate, consistent, reliable, no garbage in, garbage out.
Ah, okay. So good questions plus reliable data.
Exactly. When you combine those specific queries with a well-structured knowledge base, maybe using a clear taxonomy or information architecture and those quality rules, that's when your second brain really comes alive. It's not just storing stuff, it's building reliable institutional wisdom over time.
And the impact of not doing this. The article mentioned something about lost time.
Yeah, a pretty shocking figure. That knowledge workers can lose up to 12 hours a week just searching for or trying to verify the information they need to do their jobs.
12 hours? That's huge.
It's massive. So these practices aren't just nice to haves. They're about reclaiming a huge chunk of your work week for more valuable strategic thinking.
It really reframes it from efficiency tweak to major productivity unlock.
Absolutely. And zooming out, connecting this to the bigger picture, it's clear that integrating AI and machine learning isn't optional anymore for businesses serious about productivity and efficiency.
It's becoming table stakes.
Pretty much. For many organizations, it's moving from a competitive advantage to just a requirement to keep up.
So this deep dive really underlines it. AI literacy, thoughtful prompt engineering. These aren't just buzzwords, they're fundamental skills now.
Completely fundamental.
It's like you need this personal philosophy of always learning, always improving.
Sure.
Continuous improvement, continuous development, like those DevOps ideas, but applied to yourself and how you work with these tools.
Well said. And the article points out that bigger companies, those with like $500 million or more in revenue, they're adopting this stuff faster.
It means the pressure is on.
It highlights the urgency. Yeah. These skills directly impact your career development, your value in the market right now. It's not just about the future. It's about staying relevant today.
Okay, so wrapping this up, the main takeaway feels really clear. AI is this incredibly powerful tool.
Undeniably.
But mastering AI literacy, and especially using thoughtful prompt engineering, that's how you shift from being worried about it to making it work for you.
That's the pivot.
It's how you become, as the article suggests, indispensable, not just efficient, but adding real strategic value.
And don't forget that neuroplasticity link. It's profound, really. Learning to prompt well isn't just about training the machine.
It's training yourself.
It's training yourself, enhancing your own thinking, your own communication. It's this amazing loop of growth between human and machine.
Which leaves us with a final thought, maybe a question for you, our listener, to chew on. How might this really deep collaboration between humans and AI fundamentally change things? Not just how we do our tasks, but maybe how we approach creativity, problem solving, even our own personal growth. What does that future look like, and what's your role going to be in shaping it?
It's a big question.
Definitely something to think about. The possibilities are pretty immense.